In space of 2 days, we've had the issue of hotel accommodation for the Super Eagles, which was later cleared, and now we are currently on the Super Eagles boycotting their training as a result of unpaid allowances, guys. Welcome to Nigeria, my country. So apparently yesterday was supposed to be the second training for the Super Eagles, yesterday Tuesday, and their first tactical training. I mean, it was recorded that 23 players were already in camp as at yesterday, including our very own Victor Osimhen, and you know, the news broke out that the Super Eagles of Nigeria refused to train because of unpaid allowances. Later on we heard it wasn't about unpaid allowances, it was about the bonus for the playoffs, which they were arguing between, I think, $10,000 per player to $30,000 per player. At some point it was said that no, they were supposed to be paid 10,000, they wanted 15. At some point we heard they wanted 30. You know, it has just been about, and it wasn't about unpaid allowances. So at that point a lot of people were like, okay, how about you people negotiate this whilst you are training, you know. But then another news broke out that it isn't just about bonuses, that it is about unpaid allowances. Now remember that as at 2019, where when Amadou Pinnick was the NFF chairman, you know, they were owed allowances, and it was said that when Gusau, the new NFF chairman, came on board, the Super Eagles of Nigeria decided on their own to let go of the ones that were being owed as at that time. As at the time of this video, the Super Eagles of Nigeria are yet to train. They are still boycotting their training. I mean, the captain of the Super Eagles, Truce Ekong, you know, made a statement saying that no negotiation has been made. You know, so whatever anybody is hearing about them negotiating or accepting the negotiation or a truce has been reached is not correct. So as at the time of this video, the status quo remains the same. No training whatsoever until an actual negotiation has been reached. And it is rather saddening, and you know, people are going to say, how about they finish playing the ball and all of that? They are not being patriotic and all of that. But this is my point. If this were to be, you can talk about patriotism if it had to do with them playing for free. Say no money was allocated for the purpose of this match, or for the purpose of the matches that they have played, no money was allocated, and they were asked to come play for free, right? And some of them decided that, okay, no, I can't play for free for my country or something. Remember, not when money has been allocated, when no money is allocated, and you say you don't want to play for free, and you know, people can go ahead and say, even though with that, it's still your choice if you want to do it for free or not. And so you can talk about patriotism and all of that, but not when there's an allocation for these things and you owe them what they are worth. Guys, make it make sense. How do I play? How do you expect me to play without being paid for something that I know money has been allocated for? And you're talking about patriotism? You're talking about being patriotic? You guys should make it make sense. Yes, I understand that this is so bad for the Super Eagles and for Nigeria at this point. The thing is, that match is very crucial, and I also believe it is crucial for them. Do you think these guys don't really want to go for the World Cup? Do you think they do not want to go? The time the next World Cup will come, that's in another 5 years time, because the one they're playing for now is for next year, and most of them will be above 30. Where some players already retired. I mean, Tony Cruz retired at 34, thereabouts. So some of them may not be fit anymore to play for the next World Cup. So to some of them, this is their last chance of going for any World Cup. However, they do not even qualify. So I think this is also important for the players. But then the thing that needs to be done needs to be done, and you can only hold these guys hostage at this critical point. If you ask them to play the match before demanding for their allowances, guess what? It's not going to happen. Now, it is said that the NFF has said they should play and that the allowances will be paid on Thursday or so. And these guys are saying this is the same story they've been giving us. They deceive us to play the match, and at the end of the day, we get stories. So guys, come to think of it, this is really, really bad for the country. It is embarrassing to say the least. Guess what? This will demoralize them. Imagine, aside the training, this will demoralize them. If you understand the sport, you know that you have to be physically and mentally and emotionally fit to be able to function properly. Now, this is going to affect them mentally and emotionally. Now, physically is also going to affect them because they are supposed to have done their first tactical training and second training already, but they are yet to train. Some of them did not even do the first training with them. So how do you expect these people to connect? That's even if they still eventually play the match. So this is already bad as it is. It is already bad and it is saddening. But this is what I'm going to say. They should stand their ground, because this is the time that they can have their allowances paid. That is if the country, if the NFF, the board, cares about them going for that World Cup at all. Because I will not be surprised if they decide to fold their hands and look at them and just ignore them going. Now guys, let me know what you think. Do you think the Super Eagles of Nigeria are going about it the right way, or they are going about it the wrong way? Now, if you were the captain of the Super Eagles, what would you have done? knowing fully well that these guys do not have integrity? Will you go ahead and trust their words? Oh, you hold your ground and say until they pay no trainings? Guys, let me know what you think of this in the comment section.